All right, guys, so this week we're going to be working on half guard. Okay, so to begin. All right, so number one, all right, is my frame. Okay, it's really important here to don't let that guy connect chest to chest, hug my head, all right? So what I want to do is I want to keep my leg, okay, from my knee pointing up, my foot. I don't need to step on him. I can be just touching him here. I'm going to use this to lift, okay, to block, to kick, so I can sit up. And my frame here with my arms. Now this arm, I want it below my knee, okay? I never want it over my knee because it's to help to stop him from smashing my leg. And these hands, both my hands here, are either blocking his shoulder, blocking his wrist, or his biceps, okay? So my frame is really important in here, not only for my Jiu-Jitsu defense, but also my self-defense. All right, because if, you know, the guy, if I end up in that situation here and the streets, the guy can punch me here, so I need to have my hands up in here until I can get a position. All right, so going back to here, I have my frame, okay? Now one thing I want to do here, now this leg, like I said, okay, it's good. I'm gonna be using it to create some reaction from him, all right? So I can use to push, to lift. Every time I do that, that's going to create a reaction. And each reaction in Jiu-Jitsu, you can use it against your opponent. So right now, okay, for the first move here, I want to get under his leg and under his arm. So what I want to do in here, I want to make sure he's not going to, if I just come up in here, he can hug my head, okay? Or if I just go under his leg in here, then he can connect chest to chest. So what we want to do here is I want to go up both at the same time. All right, I don't want to go either first under or first over. I want them to go both at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to create a little reaction, okay? So he's putting weight on me. I'm blocking. I'm going to push him a little bit with my leg, all right? And that's going to make him want to come back. That's what I'm going to go and dive. So I push, and he comes, boom, I dive. Now we got the position we want. Okay, so we're going to be working here with the double under, all right, one under the arm, one under the leg. There's different ways to play half guard. Today we're going to be playing here, double under here. Now from here, okay, you have a few options. I can either go back to my knees, or I can bring him to my deep half. If I want to bring him to my deep, I bring him on top of me, and then I can start moving. Move the way, Vaughn. Move the way back. Yeah, so here. So I can end up in here on the jip. Okay, we're gonna not be working the jip right now. We're gonna work later. All right, so we're not gonna talk too much about deep half guard right now. And then another option is to stay with the double under. So I'm here, push him again, boom, and get under. All right, now from here, okay, what we're gonna be doing this week is we're gonna switch our legs. So move facing the camera there, there you go. I'm gonna switch here, look. I'm going to switch my leg, all right? And I want to bring all the way to my knees down. So I want my knee up like this. I want it down. And I'm pulling his leg towards my butt. All right, so here I have the double, the hand under, and under the arm and under the leg. Now what I want to do in here, okay, now we can work a couple different situations. I can work the sweep. If I want to, that is a sweep, and I can go from under the leg, or there is another one, but I can, if his foot is close to my leg here, I can catch his foot in here, all right? But that we're going to work later. Today what I want to do is I want to come back to my knees. So from here, what I'm doing now is I'm going to bring my shoulder backwards. So really quick, I'm going to show you guys here the camera what I'm doing. I don't want you guys to try to post on your elbow, okay? Because that is a problem here. If you post on your elbow, the guy can always have the option to pull your arm and put you back in here. So I don't want to use my elbow, all right? That's like a bad habit to play half guard. What I want to use is my shoulder to come up. See? I use my shoulder instead of my elbow. All right, so I'm moving my shoulder back, and I can use my shoulder to come up to my knees. So I'm not going on my elbow, all right? So let's keep that in mind. So we're gonna have the half guard in here. I'm gonna create a reaction, and I get under. Boom. All right, so I got my under, double under here. I'm gonna switch to the leg, okay? And now that's when I can start bringing my, coming to my knees. So I'm gonna bring my shoulder back, all right? Now from here, I can start coming up. One sweep that I have in here right away is that we're gonna come up here on the hot dog fight. I can control his knee, and I can pull him down. And now in here, we're gonna finish putting a lot of pressure on his shoulder, all right? And heavy on the hip. I got the sweep. So that's number one. One more time. I make my frame. Okay, I create a little reaction. I dive. I got my elbow on the hooks. I switch my hook with my legs. Boom. Now, I want to come back to my knees. So I'm going to... So in here, guys, look, if I use my elbow, he can grab my arm and pull back. Okay, and we're going to be on that fight in here. So what I want to do is try to grab my arm now. See how my arm is... Well, push up. My arm is hiding under me. Now try to flat me out. If you try to flat me, it's hard because I can move back and start coming up to my knees. Now I'm here. Sweep number one, control his knee. But then he does a waiver. Grab under my arm. A
wizard?
Yeah, a wizard. Sorry. He does a wizard in here. All right? So from here, what I want to do immediately is to catch his shoulder. All right? I'm going to pull him forward here a little bit. I'm going to, so really quick, Vaughn, move that way. And notice what I'm going to do with my knee here, okay? So I'm going to make a hook, okay? And I'm going to hook really tight here. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on his shoulder. Boom. Now I pull him forward a little bit and I bring that knee in. See? Look, my knee here, in. That one goes over. And then I start rolling until my foot hooks on his neck. From here, I can finish the armbar. So let's go the other way so you guys can see. Let's go that way here. Let's do the whole move here. I have my frame, remember, okay? I want to use my shin, and I want to have my frame supporting my leg. From here. Boom. I'm gonna create a reaction, dive. Switch my leg, and I bring my shoulder back. Now I start coming to my knees. Once I'm in here, you're gonna hook my arm. Now what I'm gonna do, I want to hook his shoulder and put a lot of pressure on the shoulder. I'm gonna pull him forward a little bit. I bring my knee forward. I'm gonna step over. Now from here, I start bringing his arm to my head, and I'm gonna hook, look, this foot on his neck. I keep turning, and I'm gonna have the armbar. Let's do now the other way, so they can see fall forward. Now from here, guys, I hook, bring my knee in, pull him forward, throw my leg. Now I'm gonna hook my foot, and I turn all the way facing his feet. From here I can finish. If he rolls, I let him roll, and I bring my foot behind his head, okay, and I will finish the armbar here. All right. Now, one thing, if Vaughn try, the guy to defend the armbar, he want to put his shoulder off the mat. So, yeah, so here, you know, he can start spinning. Okay, so what I want to do here to avoid that is I want to push my knee against his shoulder. Now if I try to put his shoulder up, I can put pressure on his shoulder. It's hard to defend here. And I finish the armbar. All right. Okay, guys, so I want to work here on the submissions really quick, okay? I'm going to have your half guard in here. Okay, again, we already talked about a frame, how important it is. I create a little reaction and get under. I'm going to switch my hook, hide my shoulder. That's really important in here, okay? That's crucial, actually, to have a good, don't get frustrated with that technique. So I'm hiding my shoulder here. From here, start coming. I like sometimes use for my forehead. Okay, I just start using my elbow here. Now I can pose. Now my hand's far from here. I come up, and we're gonna be here in that dog fight. He got there on the hook on me, and I'm gonna hook right here on his shoulder, where the shoulder ends. Okay, I wanna squeeze my elbow down when I hook. Now we're gonna pull weight forward, all right? Because I wanna be able to bring my leg high in here if I'm not too flexible. So that's why I'm pushing him forward. I'm gonna put my weight, so I'm just rest my leg here on his back. So he's carrying a lot of weight on his back. So if he tries to posture up in here, I just push my weight on him. And I start bringing his arm, look, over to my shoulder. Okay, now notice how my shin is gonna be connecting to his neck. All right, now his arm's already extending here. I just face towards his feet, and I'm gonna have a really good submission. Now if he rolls, here, boom, all right. Let's move the way, Vong. If he rolls, I'm gonna be using my foot to hook right below his head, okay? And I want you guys to keep in mind in here, like again, okay? To defend, he wanted to come with that shoulder, yeah, so he can start turning his arm out and run, Vong, and run and try to escape, okay? If I hook his head, okay, so if I'm here, okay, it's really easy to him to turn his arm out. No, just turn your arm and yeah, and run. Yeah, run. So now, okay, now we'll not be in a good position anymore. So the problem here is that, all right, if he can bring his shoulder off the ground, he will be able to, yeah, start using the defense. When I do that arm bar that we've been working, when I go here and he rolls, so my foot is already, hold on, my foot's already hooking his head, all right? Now I can kind of follow his body. If he tried to run, see how I pull a lot of weight, try to run, Vong? He can't, okay? And I can finish him instead being here. All right, so that's why I'm using, because when he rolls, he already gonna roll thinking to defend his arm. And when I do that, when he's rolling, I avoid him to be able to run like a clock. All right, so let's focus on that hook and putting the weight right on the shoulder. So that's the detail I want you guys to pay attention. Another move that I can do from there is the triangle. So from here, same beginning. He hooks again, same thing. I bring my leg, always heavy on his back. Now I can bring this one out and pull him right on into my triangle. It's really hard to defend because I have that good connection on his shoulder. From here, just grab my leg, step on my foot. You see how his arm's already controlled in here. I lock, just put my hip up, and I can finish it here, or I can finish with the arm lock. All right, guys.